sets they're very excited
Yeah.
that we're here because we're cleaning the whole set.
Yeah.
Cleaning the whole set
Yes,
tonight.
yes, yes. And then when we get at midnight, when we got all kinds of sparklers happening, maybe the best jewelry I've ever done, jewelry hour I've ever done, the price on this goes up at the end of this show.
Yeah.
That's what a one-time only value is. Elizabeth Watts has been part of our QVC family. We have shoe shop together. We've talked about our kitties together.
Yes.
But since 2009?
7.
2007.
Oh yeah.
So
do
almost,
the math.
that's almost 20 years.
It's a long time.
You're almost at your
I
anniversary.
know.
Yay. But she's the expert to listen to, and she knows that we all have messes, whether we
Yes.
have kids,
Yep.
pets, or
Yep.
we live on our own. I just want to tell you what a one-time only value is. It is an item that goes up in price at the end of this day, and we're talking a lot about getting the best value now. I know that this was purchased by our buyers, you know, anticipated months ago. So it's almost like in the world of jewelry, we're getting the price that it was months and months and months
Yes,
ago.
which is a good thing right now.
Yes, and this is the lowest price you're going to see for 3 months, if not beyond. There's 900. The whole show is kind of limited.
And we've only had this on the air like twice.
Twice?
It's barely. It's maybe 2, maybe 3 times. But
Oh my
that's
gosh.
it. Yeah,
I
yeah.
just called it, this is
Yeah.
your upgraded
So-
cleaning moment. And whether it's muddy, it's wet, it's dry, or it's anything in between, it comes with a 3-year limited warranty. Call us if you are a shark lover, because we have sold a lot here at QVC, literally millions. And you guys are the #1 floor care brand in the US with dollar sales, according to the Circana Retail Tracking Service. Ha ha.
Yes. Yes. So this is a cordless, might I add, wet and dry tool. So think about this. I'm picking up the little spills around the high chair here. So these are the things that happen every single day, Jane. What if you had something that was completely cord-free, that you could clean up wet stuff, dry stuff, or how about the the in-between.
The combination thereof.
The combination thereof. Now notice that bright blue light. That is what, this is totally cool. It is illuminating the dirt. So now I just went over that coffee. I'm just gonna spray a little bit of the solution.
Okay.
So you can use this
Does
as—
the solution come with?
The solution comes with. You
Okay.
get a full-size bottle of the solution. You get the stand that's also the charging base, and you're in charge of the solution. So you notice I'm spraying sometimes when I think I need it. Let's get that milk, right? That put some sticky milk down there.
What about that pet stain?
Yep, the pet stain. And even just, we were talking about how we're gonna clean the whole set. I'm seeing just stuff all over this floor. Look at the shine when we're done.
Wow.
Quick drying, so lightweight, like 5.5 pounds. It's really light, and it's cordless. Now, here's your base. When you're done, you're gonna put it back on the base. It's going to be charging for you right here on the base.
You know what I love about this? It doesn't fall over.
It doesn't fall
so
over.
many times if you haven't done something attached to your wall, like my daughter lives in an apartment, both of them do, you know, you want to put less up so when they move, it's not an issue. This is so great for charging.
Great. And I put it next to all these tools. Here is, you talk about upgrade your closet.
Well, this is
me
all
the stuff.
50 years ago when I was helping my mom clean for Easter.
Brooms,
right here.
mops, dustpans, buckets. This is what you would need. This is what it replaces.
Yeah.
So let's come over here. I want to do a little more demoing,
By the way,
Jane.
can I just say no worries about color? So it's one cool
please.
color.
Here's the color.
It's limited.
And here's your solution that comes with.
Right. And then you can get that separately elsewhere, right?
Yeah. In fact, I'm glad you brought me back to this, because let's talk about how does this work.
Right.
Okay. So you put a little bit of the solution with your own water into the bin, the cup here. Okay. This is what's holding your solution. Then everything is being sucked in and collected down below. Before I open that up, I want to do a couple demos, because then we'll show you exactly how to clean it.
So you can do dry. So
Yes.
You can vacuum.
Let's do some dry.
You can do wet.
Yep.
Thank you. And then how many do you know that can do both?
Yeah, and stuck on messes too. So while I'm cleaning up these sprinkles, let me give you some stats.
Okay.
This is 50% lighter, 50% quieter than the leading 2-in-1, which is what this is, right? So it's picking up the dry. It also picks up the dry better, as you're seeing here, and it picks up the stuck-on messes better. So now I picked up some dry. Let's pick up some wet. There's some juice. No problem. I haven't used the spray yet, Jane, okay? So when I come to something that's, say, stuck on, like footprints, or even just like your regular mopping, you want to like just give it some spray, there's a trigger right at the handle. And you just spray as little or as much solution as you need. If you see you need a little more, you just spray a little more. What's happening here is the antimicrobial brush roll is rotating, cleaning itself each time, and it's not, you know, of course, it's antimicrobial treated so it won't get stinky, right? And then everything is being flipped right inside. Notice how I'm going now over, I'm kind of giving it the rinse cycle, right? Everything's being flipped into the tray, there's no suction here.
No.
But it works by separating the wet and the dry. Here, I'll show you. Right inside here, you're going to take off your cover. When you're ready to clean it, just put, squeeze that. This comes off. And then you're going to see, here's your brush roll.
Now, do I need to clean that?
You don't have to clean this every time. You can take it off and rinse it if it gets goopy over time.
Okay.
And we give you this to help you get, if there's any hair, kind of dry it off, okay? And you can leave it like that.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
it dries out.
Love that.
But look at this. This is the amazing part, Jane. Look at what this did. See, the sprinkles are in the front, okay? I'm going to dump those out. The liquid is seperated in the back in these little chambers.
Like a lock and lock with little
Exactly.
things.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It's there we go, because it's sealed. So the reason why we do that.
Oh my gosh, that's
isn't that
so
cool?
smart.
And then you just rinse all this out.
Oh,
and
this
you
is
don't
the
have
coolest.
to do it every time, right? You
No.
don't have to do this whole thing every time. Just when it gets dirty, when it gets full, and then you slide it all back together, and it's charging and ready to go. You're going to get 30 minutes of cleaning on every full charge.
And when we talked about 50% lighter, it weighs 6 pounds.
So light.
I mean, it's so
Look at that.
lightweight. I mean, my cat weighs a lot more than 6 pounds. I'm serious. And you say, well, like, why am I watching this at 11 o'clock at night? Well, it really is not just spring cleaning, at least in our family, it was the week we really needed to deep clean.
Wow, it's that time of year.
And you know what you do? We're at my daughter's house over there, and she goes, I need to get out the shark. Look at that over there. Like, we see the stuff. So if you're looking around the house and thinking, tackling these jobs, like the egg that falls when you're making maybe your favorite Easter cookies or making something for Passover this past week, like this is going to get the job done in a lightweight, better way, but we don't have a whole lot left. And the price goes up at the end of the show. We have 850 left. We'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
If you're a Shark user, like the over 3 million people are, and this price is going up at the end of the show, and that means it's the lowest price through, guess what? We're in April now, May, June, July. So if you are thinking of like a wedding gift, or maybe you're going to be doing a little Airbnb and you want to bring something with you, it weighs 6 pounds. It's amazing.
Yeah, or if you have an Airbnb, put this in there and let them help
let
clean
them
up.
do the work.
So let's talk about dirt you can see and dirt you can't see.
Okay.
Because you mentioned that. So on this floor here, you can see I've got some, actually this is flour over here. Over here, you can, maybe there's a little dust, but you can't really tell, right?
Right.
That's where this dirt reveal technology comes in. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to clean up, you can see when I turn that light on, I'm going to clean up this side, which has the flour, and this had a little moisture on that brush roll, so you can see it's actually, I'm not spraying any moisture at all. But can we turn the studio lights down, guys, because I really want us to see what happens with this dirt reveal. Oh, I love it. Here it comes. Look at this, Jane. Do you see it? Do you see all that dust? And do you see all that smudge? We didn't even know that was there, but this cool black light reveals, and then look at the reveal when I come back. I mean,
wow.
Every little
do that
crumb.
again.
I know,
I
really will.
I want to sing like Donna Summer, dim all the lights, sweet darling. Woo!
Isn't that awesome? And then
That's awesome.
And that's without me putting any extra solution. You can see, if I need, you can see it in the dark light, that it, if you need it, you just spray a little bit, you kind of use that brush roll to spray it around.
You're not pushing hard.
Oh, no.
It's not heavy.
We should show that,
You're literally doing it with one finger.
One finger. It's so light.
And I hate to sound like, the person that is the downer at the party, but even though we're shipping for free, and even though we said 50% lighter, 50% quieter, 2 times better cleaning, better pickup, meaning faster pickup, with a 3-year manufacturer's
3-year warranty.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that is.
Usually when you buy electronics, you do not see that.
No.
This price goes up at the end of the show. And I mean, if you like to cook, or you don't like to cook. Maybe it's even better if you don't like to cook.
Or if things go awry.
Yeah. Or you have pets or babies or little ones, this is a must-have. And usually to get this, we're spending hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars even here at QVC. I think this is such a smart value solution.
Yeah, here's stuck on chocolate sauce. So this is like your nightmare, right? What are you gonna do with that? You're gonna get on the floor with a bunch of paper towels. Watch what happens. I'm just adding a little solution. I'm just going back and forth. That rotating brush roll's doing all the work, Jane. It's getting in there. And if you see something that's really stuck like this, you might wanna go back and forth a little, go side to side, but you will see that it does an amazing job on stuck on stuff because that brush roll's rotating. You're not having to get on your hands and knees.
You're not scrubbing.
And scrub and rub.
No.
Look at that.
What a gift
of
of
that
love for someone that you don't want on their to get on their hands and knees. Mom,
agreed.
your daughter,
Agreed.
your son, right? I mean, and now let's also talk, we have a variety of floors here. Are there certain floors that this can work on?
Oh yes, I'm glad you brought that up. Anything that's sealed. So
Okay.
any sealed hardwood floor, laminate, pergo, tile, what's that stuff? LVP, luxury vinyl planking, anything like that. Now I'm going over this a little bit more because that was sticky.
Yeah, jelly.
A lot of jelly. At the end,
Like
I
when
like
the kids
to kinda,
don't tell you they made the mess and then you find it a few hours later.
I like to just kind of go back over, and before we run out of time,
Yes.
I got to show you this board.
And by the way, we're running out of price in 45 minutes. So when I bring you sparklers
Look at this.
at
Look at this.
midnight, look at this.
If you have little kids in your home,
Get it?
You got, I totally get it.
Oh.
You need this for the uh-ohs. You need this for all the uh-ohs and the soups.
Yeah.
You know, and the ham, when the ham, something from the ham falls on the floor like this. I don't know, gravy.
Well,
you do gravy with ham?
Yeah, we do.
Like raisin?
We do something called raisin sauce.
Ooh.
But my girls are not meat eaters, and they say, ooh, juice. So we would call it the ham juice.
The ham juice.
You get it. Price goes up at the end of